Hey guys, I'm Colwen. I got here another Transformers figure. This is Transformers Dark of the Moon Human Alliance Mechtech Basic Autobot Whirl. And I don't know who this guy is. He's a Human Alliance figure. I don't have Whirl's original Human Alliance figure, but Whirl here is not bad looking. I like he's got a decent backpack and all that. Let me bring in my other Human Alliance figures real quick. So here's Vortex. Here's Autobot Whirl, and here is Tailpipe, and it's, they're all about the same height, but they all got their own real distinct look to them. It's really nice. Let me get these guys cleared out. So let's go ahead and put the Human Alliance figure back up there. Let's bring over Film Noir. Let's bring in Scourge. We've got Hubcap and Soda Can. So it's a reasonably sized figure. It's alright for its size. And we've got the Siege car guys. Whirl himself isn't terrible. He's got this nice chunky body going on. He's got the big old Whirl blade back here. He's got these shoulder-mounted Gatling guns with a whole bunch. You can mount them on his elbows here. You can mount them off these missile pods. He's got this decent-looking aviator helmet thing going on with a ball-jointed head. He got this big old light piping, but it doesn't work very well. I'm kind of disappointed on that. He's got kind of reverse butterfly joints and a swivel. He's got an in-and-out joint. He's got an above the elbow. He's got an elbow. No hands. Well, he's got hands, but he can't really hold anything. He does not have a waist joint. Okay. He does have some swivel down here, but that's not a waist joint. That's for something else. Ball jointed hips. At the knee swivel. Very nice knee bend. Ball jointed ankle skids with forward and backwards hinging. Like, he is very, very posable, and his propeller blade does spin very freely. I am going to take his propeller blade off for right now, and we are going to get him into his weapon mode for now. So let's go ahead and take his propellers and connect them all together like so. I will put them back on. We will turn the head around and flip the whole thing up like so. We are then, so just like with the other guy, with Reverb, we're going to basically transform him into his helicopter mode. Take the arms and swing them backwards and align the arms so that they can face against each other and just swing out the miniguns. You can kind of just bring them out a little bit on this roll bar here and just leave them right where they are. They're fine where they are. You can adjust them a little bit so they're kind of... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Put them on the side right here, I think. Or we can even... come on. There we go. Move them out to the other edge so you can get them more in line with the barrel, because this is how we're going to orientate things in a little bit. Come back here to this waist joint and fold the entire hinge inwards. Don't forget to, well, actually, yeah, that can stay right where it is and just lock that in place. Bring up the knees against the thighs and reorientate the ankle skids, and then just bring everything up and over. Okay, bring everything up and over. Bring that skid around like this, and then cross it together across the front. And now we end up with this weird plasma cannon with miniguns and weird skid shields, and then flip over these guns and take this whole thing and fold it outwards like this. And I have no idea how it's supposed to work, but this is supposed to be the weapon mode for the Human Alliance figure. Like, how does this thing stand? could you do this kind of, sort of? Really, what you end up doing is you end up having to bring the legs all the way back out and around and reposition the legs properly. And then you end up with this weird Walker artillery thing going on, which isn't bad. There's better ways to arrange this up here, because you've got all these hinges and stuff to work with. You can actually give them an actual proper seat or something if you want. There's different stuff you can do with the seat, but that's basically it. And in order to put him back in his weapon mode so that the bigger guys can use them, we're going to bring those legs back around as I had them before. And just collapse down that little cockpit thing and bring out this part. And then, yeah, this is the weapon mode. Let me bring Scourge back in here and see if we can use it without using the Mechtech port. Hey, here we go. It is very heavy, so I'm going to have to help him out holding it up. But there we have it. And, you know, this is Dark of the Moon, so this is going on a 10-year-old movie toy right now, and it integrates wonderfully with modern day toys. It's heavy, but if I wanted to pose some scenes, I could throw a display stand underneath it. This is really kind of cool. Alright, so let me get Scourge out of the way here, and let's get this guy into his proper vehicle mode. Bring the skids down like this and just orientate them like you would orientate a helicopter. And if you're so inclined, okay, not if you're so inclined, you're going to split these back open for the helicopter mode. And if you're so inclined, you can just leave him as is, and you basically have like a helicopter drone guy. This is a really cool aspect of this guy, that he doesn't need the Human Alliance figure. The Human Alliance figure is nice for him, but this makes a great little drone combat chopper thing with miniguns and missiles, and this can be its own standalone robot guy. But we're going to complete the transformation. We're going to extend everything out. Now this guy has a little peg port in the back there, so I'm going to take my Human Alliance figure and we're going to peg him on there, and we're going to orientate the control handle and put that down there, and then there's these little feet pad things kind of down here, and come on, let me sneak this up in here. There we go. We're gonna hook that on there. We're gonna make sure the legs are all compressed together, so there's really no spot for these guys to peg onto the sides, so those ball joints are just gonna be there doing their thing. But here we have him in his open side combat helicopter mode. You can assume there's a camera or something in there, or that's supposed to be clear, or you know, whatever. Yeah, let me go ahead and fly him off for now. Alright, so I've got reverb here, we've got whirl here, and we've got tailpipe. And again, they're all about the same size, but it's cool how they got such a variety of vehicles in this scale. It's really cool. Let me get these guys cleared out. And I've got whirl here again, and I prefer him as the little automated drone as opposed to that weird goofy cockpit going on. And even with the weird goofy cockpit, it's a cool bulky looking figure. He looks like he's gonna be able to take a bit of a beating. He's got some good weapons going on. He's got a good robot mode. Let me bring in my Scourge, my hubcap, my film noir, and the soda can. Now, Whirl, fortunately, is one of those Human Alliance figures that, oh, okay, here's Barricade, I think. Where did the, Oh, here he is. I'm sitting on him. There are the Siege car guys. I think this guy maintained his price pretty well. Mint in box is going to be about 30 bucks. Loose, I think you can get him for about 15, 20 bucks complete. He's not a bad figure. I got him for 10 bucks back in the day. I'm glad I got him. Would I be willing to buy him for 25, 30 bucks today? He is a 10-year-old figure, so he is kind of, hard to come by because, age and all that, and mine's kind of floppy. I think he's alright. I couldn't justify, that's the word I'm looking for, justify. I'm glad I got mine, but I wouldn't spend more than 15, 20 bucks on him nowadays. So, I'm Colwen. This has been Transformers Basic Class, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Human Alliance Basic Class Mechtech Whirl. It's an alright figure, but, don't go heavily chasing after it unless it's something that you really, really want. Alright, thank you for watching.